I am Daniel Madison and this is Villain.
Okay, hold on. This was supposed to be a trailer for my new product called Villain. The initial plan for this trailer was to lie to you, basically to lie to you, to trick you into buying something without knowing what it was until it turned up on your doorstep. Now, not only is that not fair, it isn't the best way for me to show you what Villain actually is. So I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. Now, the best possible way for me to show you what Villain is by actually showing you what Villain is. So this is Villain, this is it. Inside this tin, there are 4 Villain sticks. These sticks are designed for the rough and smooth principle. Now, Villain took me 3 years to develop. I went back and forth and over so many different prototypes, trying to find the right substance, the perfect mixture and recipe that would give me the absolute perfect agent that would become Villain. Now, the rough and smooth principle I've been a huge fan of for so long, but I've never really been 100% happy with any available agent that gives you that rough and smooth finish. So selfishly, I set out to create this just for me, just for my own use, but in the end, it ended up becoming a project called Villain so that I could share it with you guys. Now, the rough and smooth principle is far from new, but when you buy this project, this tin, what comes along with this is a intricate, concise, detailed instruction from me. It's more than just me teaching you how to use this. It's teaching you all the tricks from my repertoire over the past 20 years that I use the rough and smooth principle for. This is lecture level teaching. You're gonna feel like you sat down with me. It's the most intricate and detailed lesson that I've ever given on close-up deception with playing cards, and arguably one of the greatest principles in close-up magic. Now, I'm not only just giving you a thorough course on the rough and smooth principle with Villain, I'm going to teach you how to create your own invisible decks and so much more. And more importantly, I'm going to teach you one of my greatest tricks to date that I've wanted to teach for a long time. It started my career, and now 20 years on, I'm going to teach it to you in full detail in this video, and that trick is called Memento. Now, inside every Villain tin there are 4 Villain devices. That's enough to gimmick up to 400 decks of playing cards, and the likelihood of you ever needing replacements or refillables, it is very, very unlikely. This is designed to last a lifetime. Now, for the few people watching who don't know what the rough and smooth principle is, Villain is an application device. When you apply the Villain agent to playing cards, it allows them to stick together until you decide that they separate. For example, I have 2 playing cards. Villain is applied to these playing cards. They stick together perfectly until I decide that it's time for them to separate. Now, with this principle applied to an entire deck, the possibilities of trick decks and gimmicked decks are endless. So I hope this didn't sound too much like a sales pitch, because it isn't. I created this for myself and I'm now sharing it with you. I've made sure that this is going out at the cheapest possible price. If, like me, you're a huge fan of the rough and smooth principle, then for me, this is the perfect agent, and hopefully you will agree when you pick this up too. I am Daniel Madison and this is Villain.